Hey guys, welcome back. Today we're going to do Graveyard Shift volume number 3 by John Malin, by Mark Polton, Aaron Alfecci, Anthony George, Eric Weather, Steve Dye. And yeah, let's dive in because I have a lot to talk about. Um, I'm a big fan of Aaron Alfecci. His work is fantastic. So I was very glad that he was on board. And, at the Graveyard Shift franchise, and it shows what he can do. He is going all out in this book, and I'm very happy with that. So, what's going on? The Graveyard Shift here, or two of the three members are dispatching werewolves because there is some kind of a werewolf invasion on Earth. There was some kind of a dimensional rift, and out of the rift came a lot of werewolves, infesting the world. And the Graveyard Shift are basically monster killers, so they are getting rid of a nest. So they are basically cleaning up, and I'm talking about Aaron Alfecci's art a lot. I think I cannot get enough of them. But then out of nowhere, these guys teleporting in, and who are these guys? Well, they don't have an official name, not a group name or something. But I really like the aesthetic of these guys. Very unique looking characters, in my opinion. Love the big hammer, by the way. Looks badass. So yeah, and they helping the Graveyard Shift, killing and every werewolf that there is in this compound here. And then when all is over, they get to know a little bit each other, and this guy reveals that he is basically Abraham Van Helsing. But Abraham Van Helsing is an enemy of the Graveyard Shift. He's not a good guy at all. And but this guy's come from another Earth, and he basically, explains his origin. It seems that Dracula has killed his loved ones, and he wants revenge. And so he goes to the rival of Dracula called Torak the Wolf King. The Torak did something to Abraham Van Helsing, and he turned him into a monster, a big monster. And he killed Dracula in his world, but that was not enough. So he, gathered a group of people, and he is going, monster hunting over his world, and with success. And then he decided that's not enough. So he, groups together with an assistant called Jekyll, and they created a quantum computer-based program called Igor, also known as Interdimensional Gateway Opening and Reckon, and they can hop from universe to universe, getting rid of monsters. But then they go into the Earth of the Graveyard Shift, and they are meeting up with Van Helsing, and he was on the brink of death. So they took him in, going back to the Earth and bringing him back to Torak. But it was a very bad idea because this Van Helsing is not a good guy, right? Is not, the same Van Helsing that is from the other Earth. He killed Torak, and also took the Luna Stone and controls the werewolves. And he's going back to Earth, creating a rift and, spreading werewolves, for controlling and whatever. So they're going back to the headquarters, to Castle Dracula, which is not a real castle. It's more like a floating spaceship that houses about 30,000 people or so, and has enough firepower to flatten an entire city, according to this comic. So that's great. But then this monster recognizes the scent, and he attacks, the group, and along with Van Helsing, because, hey, it's Van Helsing, he needs to die. But they are, getting along later, so they are talking it out, and it's great. And we have a new character that not really new, he was in issue 2, but he's joining the fold later. This is Sea Urchin, by the way, basically some kind of a Aquaman Namor kind of guy, the sea-powered creature. I'm not sure how you call it. So yeah, skipping a few pages. Oh, by the way, before I forget, this book contains a lot of spoilers. I forget to mention in the video, so I'm sorry for that in the beginning. I'm going to show a lot here. So if you do not have this book and don't watch this video. If you're interested, of course, you can watch my video, but big warning, I'm going to show a lot here. Okay, beware. Without further ado, let's move on. So this is cool as well. So this is the evil Van Helsing. I'm calling him that now, and he's got a corpse near him with no head, and he is there's some people teleporting. There's a lot of teleporting in this comic into his apartment or whatever it is. And it's Dr. Liz Montgomery, and she wants to make a deal with him. And the deal is that she works for some kind of a contractor, and her clients wants to basically, end chaos and make a new world order with Van Helsing as the ruler. And they are making a device that helps the Lycans, if you will, conquer the Earth. So Van Helsing is listening, but she has some kind of a stipulation, and she also has a companion with her. It's called Killer 99, and Killer 99 is he's a badass, right? So they talk, and they come to an agreement. And Jesus Christ, man, look at this. This is fantastic. So the remaining wolves there that is hiding there, they are ripping the corpse apart. It's great. This is basically exactly what I want, and then I don't mean the whole graphic stuff, but more like, I don't know, more mature kind of books, that isn't afraid to show, I don't know, some graphic stuff, maybe nudity or sexiness or some blood and guts, going balls to the walls, going all out. And that's the fun of crowdfunded comics, I think. You can do whatever you want. There's nobody's telling you at Marvel or DC, hey, you cannot do this. Oh, this person needs to be trans or lesbian or whatever. No, you can do whatever you want. If you're going to make a book about lesbians and trans people and colored people, yeah, go ahead. You can do that. There's nobody stopping you. Yeah, but you can also make comics like this. And this is exactly what I wanted in my comics. Highly detailed. The art looks freaking fantastic. Look at this. Basically, they think, hey, he's a sea guy, right? He's not a lot of help. And they make him into Rambo, going all out. And the detail, man, on these weapons. Like I said, Aaron Alfacci, he's perfect. He's fantastic. Also, he is very good with backgrounds, which is my favorite thing in comic books, along with the other art, of course. But, bringing a lot of detail and backgrounds into books is immersive for me. I get invested in the world, in the comics, and in the people. If they're all just, if the book was all just like this, characters with no backgrounds, for instance, I'm checking out because I cannot get invested in. I need to have these small stuff, things happening in the background. Fantastic. Love Aaron Alfacci. So they're teleporting in at Van Helsing's place, and they are starting a big fight. And unfortunately, the big guy called Wrecker, he's getting killed. By the way, maybe you don't know that. The other one is Tar Pit. He has tar powers, which is really great. And Wrecker, he's a big, strong guy. So he's getting killed by Killer 99. And Killer 99 is getting attacked by... Is he called Monster? Why am I forgetting that? No, I don't know. It doesn't matter. And when I saw him dying, I think, oh no, why? He's such a great character. Although I don't know him very well, he's not really fleshed out. But there's something about the whole group, with Brahm, the good Van Helsing, Tar Pit, and this, makes me think, hey, why not make a spin-off series with these guys, right? Maybe in another universe or something, doing monster hunting along with the Graveyard Shift, or doing something, other stuff. I don't know. But damn, he's dead. That sucks. I really like the whole design thing. So there's a battle going on, and basically the evil Van Helsing and Miss Montgomery is escaping. They are going to some kind of a starship or space station, and they are going to an you know what I'm trying to say. Oh yeah, so basically the Miss Montgomery wants to have doing experiments on the lichens, so she's getting him a tour and going back and forth a little bit. So the big guy is getting cremated, and they are talking about a new plan how to stop Van Helsing, which is great. In the meantime, Ms. Montgomery is telling this scientist to explain the procedure to Van Helsing, and this is Dr. Moreau. I like that. I like the whole old, how do you say, movie characters, if you will, or book characters, and then coming back in this comic, like Van Helsing, like with werewolves, with Dracula, Lilith, etc., monsters, Frankenstein monsters. It's great, but they put a whole new spin on it, right? More modern, and it actually works, because if I hear, oh, this is a modern spin on an old franchise, I immediately think, oh man, this is going to be a disaster. But actually, it works. I'm an old school guy. I love old school monsters and stuff, but they are really pulling it off, and I like that. So the scientist says that they have made a machine that can fire some kind of energy into the space or into the air, and then they can pull the moon to into Earth's orbit and matching its rotation, which means full moon is forever. It never goes away. So the lichens are constantly powered up. They are getting stronger with If you have ever watched a monster movie with werewolves, you know exactly what I mean. Yeah, great stuff. And we have also a little bit interaction with Brom, and I'm not sure why I'm forgetting the graveyard shift guys. What's his name? Van Helsing? No, this is Van Helsing. I totally Vladimir. Yes, Vladimir. I think I have to look it up. Sorry, guys. It's been a while since I read the issue 1 and 2. I'm forgetting, because the downside of crowdfunding, it can take a long time before people get the books in their hands. So yeah, and he injects himself with silver, keeping the werewolf, because he's also a werewolf, at bay. Because when he slew Dracula, he felt so empowered, almost corrupted. So he's probably being scared that when he goes into full battle mode with the werewolf and inside him, that he cannot go back. That he's becoming evil Van Helsing. Yeah, wait a minute. Let me go back a little bit. Just give me a second here. If I'm showing too much, I'm sorry, guys, but I have a stuff to tell. There's a lot to tell. Yeah. Okay. Nothing wrong. Now I have to think about the next part. What's going to happen? They are cleaning house. Well, not only the bad guys, but also the good guys. So the good guys are rounding up a lot of werewolves, and they're going from on a train. Is this a boat? Is this probably a dock or something, or not entirely sure. Yeah, on a bridge, wherever, and they are killing as much as lichens as possible. So now the big showdown is coming. So before they are turning the machine on, Van Helsing is giving some kind of a speech that they are, that the world will be dominated by them. And then the graveyard shift and company is teleporting in again. And now you see a lot of, splash pages, because it's so freaking good. I mean, look at this. So much detail, so much cool backgrounds. And look at this. I mean, just look at this. Marvel and DC never can catch this what's happening here ever again in comics, not with the state they are in now. Man, this looks so freaking good. I have no words. It looks great. So much detail. I mean, look at the detail on the weapons, on the costumes. Good stuff. Just good stuff. But yeah, Van Helsing pushed the button, and there's some kind of a beam going into the air, and he thinks, well, now I'm going to be all powerful. Well, not exactly. There's something going amiss. So while the graveyard shift and Brom and Tarpit battling, the Lycans, the werewolves, Brom is getting in conflict with Van Helsing later. I probably show too much. I'm not going to show. Well, as if now it's a little bit too late to go back now. So let me skip a few pages because I'm sorry, guys. I showed too much. That was not my intent. So Van Helsing transforms into a Lycan, into a werewolf, and he's going to battle Brom. But in Van Helsing in his Lycan form is way too powerful. But then Brom turns around and shoots him in the face, and there's something injecting him in his bloodstream. And it seems that he's shot him with a sarin that attacked Lycan cells, and his dose is lethal, and he's changing back into human form. But then Lady Montgomery is teleporting away. And at that time I thought, why did she does that? And she says, hey, I'm Lady Shogot, and I was merely using you. The last son of the Draculesti must call for the return of the old gods. So it's written, and so it shall be done. And they are teleporting away, and we see here Van Helsing, screaming. And there's something that I wanted to show you. So again, we are nearing the conclusion. A lot of spoilers here. But this I wanted to show you that I found very interesting. So Lilith is taking care of the evil Van Helsing. But what I noticed that good Van Helsing is turning his face away. And I wonder why that is. You can interpret it in many ways. I mean, maybe he doesn't want to see himself killed. Or maybe, I don't know, maybe there's something going on in him as well. Maybe he sees an evil reflection that reminds him of the person that he once was, or maybe that he can turn into. I'm not entirely sure. I'm just filling in stuff. It's filling in blanks that I think what's going on. But yeah, this is really interesting. I hope we see these guys again, because they are, at the end of the book, going away to their own dimension again, if you will. And they saying goodbye to the graveyard shift. And then the purple stream is going outside of a galaxy, going into another cosmos, into another world, and it lands there. And maybe shouldn't show you the ending, but I showed you so much. But no, I'm not going to do that. So that brings us to the end of the book. Like I said, I really love what's going on. I hope Brom and Tarpit coming back, maybe into another book with another artist. And I also hope to see Wrecker again. Maybe, just maybe, he can be cloned, come back to life, although he's cremated. I don't know, maybe he's a robot, android. I don't know, just bring him back. Somehow you can recruit him from another Earth, right? Wink, wink, hint, hint. Yeah, and it brings us almost to the end of the video. And we have also some kind of a graveyard shift art contest. And these are the judges with, Dan Fraga, Kyung Lee, Clayton Barton, Colorado, Mark Polton, Narwhal, Patrick Parnell, lots of great guys. And the winner is also one of my favorite artists who did a commission for me, Jose Garcia. He won $1,000 because he made a beautiful looking graveyard shit fan art. And there's a lot of here with Andrew Jacobs and Javier Gutierrez, probably butchered the name, sorry guys. And they also got some cool money. We have some fan art here. Looks freaking fantastic. I especially like this one, Hogan Kimball. Not because of the boobies, but the whole. I mean, I don't know. I want to see more of this guy. It's great art. I mean, all of them. And it's cool to see that our fan art, is getting published in books. See for everyone. I think that's giving a little bit back to the community. For hey, we appreciate you guys, and it's an honor, and also it's great stuff that people actually like this graveyard shift book so much they're actually making fan art out of it. I think that's fantastic. So yeah, that brings us to the end of the book. Yeah, I have only great stuff to say. Is there a downside? Yeah, Wrecker is dead, so that's a downer. But overall, I like the pacing. I like the storytelling. The colors are fantastic, by the way. Big thumbs up to that. Um, Again, Aaron Alfecci can do no wrong in my eyes. Yeah, I'm a fanboy. Sorry for that. But yeah, this book is more about these guys than it's about the graveyard shift. The graveyard shift felt for me, it's more like, they're being pushed aside to push this story with these new characters. I'm okay with that because, well, graveyard shift is eventually coming back. So yeah, Mark, John, make this group, put this group into a spin-off series. Bring them all back. I like to see that, and put Aaron Alfecci on board as well. Hint again. So, guys, that brings us to the end of the video. Sorry for the spoilers. I was getting a little bit overboard with that. I mean, I'm not editing any videos. I'm doing this on the fly, and sometimes in my enthusiasm, I show a little bit too much, or talk too much. Also, yeah. Let's stop talking, guys. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. Drop something in a comment, will help me a lot. I respond to everyone who, comment on my videos. Like my video, share my video, and subscribe to my channel. I'll see you next time.